presents I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the show that's done for comedy what Richard Gere did for animal husbandry. You join us in the historic town of Brighton, which, before it became the fashionable seaside resort we now know, was once a fishing port. It was in the early 15th century that Arab dhows, plying cargoes of exotic spices along the Red Sea coast and down the Horn of Africa to Zanzibar, were looking for another entrepot to trade minerals and precious stones from white slavers and the great tribes of the Serengeti. Luckily, they discovered Dar es Salaam and so never had to come to Brighton. We're coming to you today as part of the Brighton Festival, and we're broadcasting from the town's lovely old Theatre Royal, which I was interested to learn is haunted. Apparently, eyewitnesses have described grey apparitions. Probably long-forgotten performers from a bygone age. Poor souls that could well have died right here on this very stage. Let me point them out to you now. They are... On my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. On my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And finally, please welcome the lady with the scorebook, who's very keen to put the team's points in. The delightful Samantha. Well, our first round is entitled Missed Hits. How often have you listened to a new LP and been disappointed that what seemed to have the makings of great songs were ruined by one unfortunate misjudgment in production? Every time we listen to the new Robson and Jerome album, I hear you shout. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to suggest some titles of songs and musical acts that would have been surefire pop chart misses. Barry, will you start us off, please?
The Sound of Silage.
My Old Man's a Waste Disposal Operative.
Mad Dogs and Belgians. Robin Cook, riding.
Meet Me in St. Leonard's.
Knees Up Gordon Brown.
The Newt Has 1,000 Eyes.
Arrivederci Chroma.
By the time I get to Felixstowe.
Conservative Central Office's Land of Hype and Tory. The Sun has got his pants on. Andy Stewart's failed hit D-I-V-O-R-C-U, Jimmy.
People will say we're in Hove.
B-Days are here again.
I'm just a girl who can't say Nice to hear them again, isn't it?
Let's go on to the next round, eh? This is called Celebrity Organs. This, I should point out, has nothing to do with Noel Edmonds or any other celebrities who just happen to be bodily appendages in their own right. You'll all be familiar with the recent and regrettable trade in internal human organs. Teams, for a small sum, I've managed to procure several mystery celebrity organs for your inspection. which Samantha has specially prepared in the 2 kidney bowls you find in front of you. So I'd like you now, please, to don your surgical masks and gloves. Now, will you please start to identify the...
Can we look at them now, Hon?
Yes, and start to identify them.
Oh.
You've got to identify the celebrities from the organs in front of you. Off you go.
Are they internal organs? I only ask if they're internal because that could be something
Like
from Michael
Tim.
Jackson's face.
I think we've got Jeffrey Archer's 4th prostate.
What do you think?
Complete with appendix.
Willie, what do you think?
I don't know. It looks like, looks like Michael
So-
Winner's spleen.
What's that, Graham?
I don't know what that is. That could be John Virgo's commentator's eye.
Smack it and we'll all get a bit.
Oh, God.
Oh, you just dropped one of Lady Porter's best bits.
This is pretty heavy, Graham. Can you give me a hand? Something to do with James Hewitt, I think.
For those at home, I should tell you that we actually do have the organs here,
Yes.
and they're being shown to the shown to the audience.
Michael Portillo's heart? No, it can't be. Are these Parker vowels?
Well, as steam rises slowly from the organs in front of them, I think we ought to move on to the next games. What do you think at home are atmospherics is really the audience here throwing up. So we go on to a game now.
Oh, it is awful, but I like it.
We'll go on to an old favourite. It's called One Song to the Tune of Another. And it's a musical game that's as simple in concept as the title itself. And let me explain. In most songs, there are 2 elements, the tune, or music, and the words, or lyrics. Well, in this game, I want the teams to take the lyrics, or libretto, of one song or composition, and discard the music or score, and then we'll provide the instrumental or backing track from another orchestration or composition, but without its original refrain or vocal part. The team should then accompany or syncopate to this melody or harmony. And hey presto. One song to the tune of another. There you are. And if you think that's a total musical mismatch, wait till you hear the combination of Colin Sell and a piano. Actually, Colin has of late become quite well known for his rap music. And when I say rap, I mean rap with a capital C. Graham, would you start us off, please, by singing the words of 10cc's I'm Not in Love to the tune of I'm Getting Married in the Morning.
I'm not in love, so don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. And just because I call you up, don't get me wrong, don't think you've got it made. I'm not in love, no, it's because I like to see you, but then again, that doesn't mean you mean that much to me. So if I call you, don't make a fuss. Hey!
Okay, your turn, Barry, now. And you have to sing the words of Oh, What a Beauty to the tune of The Sunshine of Your Smile.
Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty. It must be 2 feet long or even more. It's such a lovely colour and nice and round and fat. I never thought a marrow could grow as big as that.
Willie, you're going to sing the words of J.J. Cale's Cocaine to the tune of The White Cliffs of Dover.
This should be fun. If you want to hang out, you gotta take her out.
cocaine. If you want to get down on the ground, cocaine. She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie, cocaine. If you got bad news you want to kick them blues, cocaine. When your day's done and you've got to run, cocaine. She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie, cocaine. If your thing is gone and you want to ride on.
And finally, Tim, will you please sing the words of Rasputin by Boney M. to the tune of Danny Boy?
Rasputin, a lover of the Russian queen. There was a cat that really was gone. Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine. It was a shame how he carried on. He ruled the Russian land and never mind the Tsar.
Your class is
But like a Sasha, he does really wonderful. In all their fashions, he was never to please. But his real create will go to the street. Thank you very much. Never again.
Thank heavens for the rubber gloves.
I know where they've been.
Okay, with Tim edging into the lead, we have a next round which is called Superstitions, and it's based on those peculiar little irrational fears that we all sometimes have. Tim, for example, believes that it's very bad luck to buy a round of drinks in a pub. And Barry believes it's very unlucky ever to do the washing up. If his wife asks him to do it, apparently he makes her turn round 3 times and spit. Anyway, teams, I shall now put your knowledge of these old wives' tales to the test with a series of my favourite superstitious beliefs and sayings. And we're going to start with you, Barry. Will you please complete the following? See a pin and pick it up. All day long you'll have...
a pin.
How true that is.
I rest my case.
The real answer is good luck, of course. Graeme, can you complete this, I wonder? A dimple on your cheek, many hearts you will seek. A dimple on your chin...
And you'll get to play Spartacus.
And, of course, the real answer is many hearts you will win. Gosh, that's interesting. Tim, why do some people wear rabbit's feet around their necks?
Probably the same reason that bald people wear rabbits on their heads. Because at a distance they look like hairs.
Well, I won't. We all know the right answer to that one.
That was it.
Willie, what in France should you do if you pass a priest on a country road?
Pick it up at once in your priest scooper. They're zealots where that sort of thing's concerned, you know. Little bicycles go around, don't they, hitting you if you don't.
Do you know what the real answer is? You should touch iron to ward off evil spirits. Barry, you again now. Will you complete this saying? A mole on your arm can bring you no harm. A mole on your back...
Wants a lift to the lawn.
And
How sweet.
another one for you, Graeme, here. A spider in the morning is a sign of sorrow. A spider in the afternoon...
A spider in the afternoon is a sign of poor positional play, leaving the cue ball hampered by the pink.
Or, alternatively, brings worry for tomorrow. Tim, if the cat in your house is black...
Phone the fire brigade. Only probably it's too late.
And the real answer is, of lovers you will have no lack. Willie.
Yes.
Beware of the man, be he friend or brother, whose hair is...
Not his, but that of another.
Well, you know, the real answer is whose hair is one colour and his beard another.
Oh. No, I'm sort of the same all over, aren't I?
No, you're not.
Oh.
Here are some more that you can answer, teams. Why is it good luck to throw salt over your left shoulder?
It gets the mole off your back.
The real answer is that salt was seen as a protective substance, and evil spirits were supposed to live on your left side.
Oh.
But I'm not going to explain
Are
it.
these real answers good?
They're out of a book of superstitions. So there.
Never read a book of superstitions or your bum falls off.
What's supposed to happen if you wear rosemary round your neck?
I think the best answer is you'll have to marry her.
And it upsets the rabbits.
Well,
The mole's none too happy.
it says here you'll have a better memory, and I'm not in the least surprised. It's now time for another thoroughly enjoyable game called Cheddar Gorge, which is just one of many traditional pastimes taking their title from English place names. For example, there's Chipping Norton, which involves making stone sculptures in the shape of motorcycles. Then we have Tower Bridge, a card game for exceptionally tall players. And I understand there are still certain isolated rural communities in Lancashire that like to play Upper Ramsbottom. Anyway, as the game Cheddar Gorge so obviously implies, teams, I'd like you each to utter a single word in turn. The object of the game is to avoid completing a sentence and was suggested by Mr. Ernest Saunders of St. Moritz. To complicate matters further, however, I'd like you each to include a special word indigenous to Brighton and its surrounding coastline. And these are, Barry, your word is nudist. Tim, crabs. Graeme, deck chair. And Willie, sewage. And if I judge that a sentence has been completed, you'll hear this. Or I might sound my horn.
The old problem, eh?
Okay, Barry, will you start, please?
I
Once
Saw
A
large
but
somehow
strangely
attractive
yet
oddly
bizarrely
grotesquely
and
horrendously
yet
in
A.
deck chair.
comma crabs
sounds like a villain in a James Bond book. Oh, my name is Comma Crabs. Commander Bond.
I'm going to punctuate you, Mr. Bond. Where are we? Comma crabs and
Don't look at me.
Lobsters.
Not
only
nudists. Cheated, I said plural there. An intrusive S.
Cavorting.
lewdly
over
A
Cliff.
who
was
in
Wuthering
Mood.
He
Was
Once a
crab.
like
person. Until
One,
day
he decided
two.
try
sewage.
I think strangely attractive butt will be cut out of the American version. Our next round is entitled Antiques Roadshow. You'll guess that this round was inspired by the television program of the same name. And interestingly, Graeme has informed me that the presenter, Hugh Scully, is actually the uncle of Agent Scully from the X-Files. Amazing. Teams, in this round I'd like you please to take it in turns to be antiques experts and members of the public who've brought along an item that they'd like the experts to identify and value. However, only the punters will know what they've brought along. The experts should ask them questions in order to help them identify the items and so value them. Okay, so you're to be our first experts, Tim and Willie. And Barry and Graeme, you're the punters. Have you brought your object with you?
We have
Okay,
Yes,
right.
we have it with us.
Now, for the benefit of our theatre audience, the identity of Barry and Graham's object will now be displayed via the megabyte magic of the giant computer-generated, internet-linked laser display board, so generously funded by the Brighton Festival. Meanwhile, here's the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Rutland. Rutland.
Okay, now, Tim and Willie.
Well, this is incredible.
Yes.
How long have you had this?
Oh, how long was it? We found it in the loft, but I can't...
How long has it festered in your loft?
I don't know how long it's been up there. It was put up there, I think, by my Uncle Hugh Scully.
Have you any sort of idea what it is?
Well, we know generically what it is. We wanted it identifying specifically, really.
Yes, and how much we should insure it for.
Well, you can do that by size.
Oh,
It's about £1 a foot. How much have you got?
several square miles.
I think you're quite wise to get rid of it, quite frankly.
There is a crack in it, but it doesn't show.
Yes.
Do you have a very large attic?
We have now, yes.
We knocked it through.
Are you implying that all people that go on this show are real wallies?
Yes.
Some are reproductions.
It hasn't been used for a long time now, of course.
It's the Isle of Wight.
It was discarded, wasn't it?
It was discarded.
Found its way into our loft by a circuitous route.
Yes. People who lived there were most upset.
Hong Kong.
Oh, you can see the pattern on it, can you?
Are there any markings on it?
Signposts, mainly.
One that says RUT something. Would you like
That
it
would be
through?
where rutting was allowed, would it?
It doesn't exist anymore, Rutland, does it?
Oh.
Coming back. It's coming back. Your turn to be the experts now, Barry and Graeme, and Tim and Willie. I hope you brought your object with you. You have? Right.
Yes.
It's ident-
Yes, we have, Hump.
Do we have to talk like that?
Apparently so.
Its identity is now being broadcast to our audience via the laser display, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
The latest portrait of the Queen. The latest portrait of the Queen.
Start questioning them, Barry and Graeme.
Are there newer reproductions of this, or is this the old original? Sort of?
Reproduction no longer enters into it, I'm happy to say.
Obviously an artifact from a bygone era.
Only in one sense of that. It is not strictly an antique.
You mean it's new?
That's a good way of
No
putting
getting
it.
round you, is there?
This century?
This, yes.
This century?
More like 3 weeks ago.
It's one of the freshest antiques on the market.
And it's been in your family all that time,
For
has it?
about a fortnight now. It's been suggested a hand should come off.
How many hands were there?
Just the
2
two.
pairs.
One pair, I think, would be more accurate,
One
Gilbert.
pair. We only saw one side of the picture.
Oh.
Oh, picture! Oh, what a good one!
Well, you know all about the subtle hint, don't you?
This looks to me like a picture.
More like a portrait. Oh! Of the Queen.
With huge hands and a grim expression.
It's a lovely piece.
Yes. Thank you.
Not a very good picture of her, though. We've finished, Tom. We've finished. We'll go for a walk on the front later.
We're fast running out of time now, but there are just a few minutes left in which to play a round of Launderette Attendants Film Club. So teams, while Samantha and I drop into sketch list to put some starch into my dicky, I'd like you please to provide some titles of films likely to prove popular with an audience drawn from the laundry trade. Off you go.
It's arbitrary.
Everything you ever wanted to know about socks but were afraid to ask.
Dry hard. Cool wash Luke.
Non-bio, east of Java.
The Smalls of Montezuma. Starring Laundry Hepburn and Ariel Flynn. Some Like It Hot Wash.
On the bleach.
Bring Me the Vest of Alfredo Garcia. Sink the skid mark.
Well, as the little Andrex puppy of time scampers onto the busy dual carriageway of destiny, and the extra strong meat vindaloo of fate confronts the toilet out of order sign of eternity, I notice it must be the end of the show. So from the teams, Samantha, myself, and the tanned and muscular residents of Brighton, goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Trial, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. Once more we're coming to you from the glorious historic city of Watford, forever associated with glamour, high finance, style and the international jet set, as summed up in the city's favourite son, Nick Leeson. Once again we have with us our regular teams, and what can I say about them that hasn't been said before? They're four of the brightest, wittiest and most original comic talents in the business. And that's just a few things that have never been said about them before. Anyway, they are on my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And if that were not excitement enough, please welcome, taking things down with her usual gusto, the very delightful Samantha. Our first round is entitled Historical Headlines. In the olden days, teams, before newspapers were invented, the great news events of the day went largely unreported. The only news came from someone called a town crier, who I understand went into the market square and shouted out the main news stories before putting an enormous wooden checkerboard on his back so people could do the crossword. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to come up with some likely newspaper headlines that one might have found in the morning papers after a certain historical event. And the event is the French Revolution. And Barry, since you're the nearest thing we have to a local crier, will you start, please?
Hello, magazine. Our marriage will last forever, says Louis XVI.
Graham.
Then the Sun, spot the Pimpernel and win a metro.
Willie?
The Independent has a headline here. Leaders of French Revolution promise liberty, equality, fraternity, free beer and dirty postcards of Sarah Bernhardt.
Tim?
Well, the Guardian has got liberty, equality and ostrich. The Times, in its old understated way, aristocracy most affected by cuts.
In similar vein, Financial Times, guillotine shares go through the roof. Aristo PLC take a tumbril.
Woman's Own, exclusive Madame Lafarge knitting pattern.
Good, well, let's try another. This time it's Julius Caesar's invasion of Britain. And Graham, would you start this time, please?
The Sun, Veni Vidi Gotcha.
The Guardian quotes Julius Caesar, Veni Vidi Ostrich.
British Medical Journal, Roman army doctors set up Veni Vici Vidi clinic.
Melody Maker, Veni Vidi Fiki Mick and Titch go to number one.
And the Colchester Echo, Tesco sells out of pizzas.
Financial Times, FT Index up 423 points on expectation of huge road building scheme.
Daily Express, Romans invade, no Britons involved.
Any more? Okay, well, it's time now for a popular round called Pick Up Song. As is customary in this game, my special gramophone will be operated by Samantha, who's pulled out a selection of old 7 inches to spin for your delight. I'd like you teams to sing along until, at my signal, Samantha will sharply twist the knob in an anti-clockwise motion, causing the music to drop out. If on its return, teams, you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean prizes. What do points mean? You've just heard one of several reasons why they've sealed off the centre of Watford with an impenetrable ring road. This week's prize, incidentally, is just the thing for the busy cross-dresser who's always on the move. This lovely portable TV set. Right, Tim, you're going to start. I'd like you to accompany Manhattan Transfer singing Java.
Oh, I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Motor, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pull me a shot. A cup. Oh, that wonderful mug. I'll so rug till I'm snug in the jug. A slice of onion and a raw one. Draw one. Waiter.
What an enormous gnat.
Willie, would you please accompany Muriel Smith singing Happy Talk from the musical South Pacific?
How you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about floating in the sky, looking like a lily on a lake. Talk about a bird learning how to fly, making all the music he can. Oh!
Very slow, Muriel.
Well, you were moving in on it.
Oh.
Graeme, will you accompany Engelbert Humperdinck singing Release Me?
Release me, let me go. For I don't love you anymore.
Your glasses, please.
She wastes our lives with me a sin. Release me and let me love again. Oh, I have found a new love, dear. And I will always want her near.
Barry, I think it's fair to say you've got all to play for. You're going to accompany the Big Bopper singing Chantilly Lace.
Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail hanging down, a wiggle in a walk and a giggle in a talk. Make the world go round. Ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me act so funny, make me spend my money. Me feel real loose like a long neck, loose like a girl. Oh, baby, that's what I like. What's that, baby?
Our next round is a new one in which, ladies and gentlemen, we must enter the strange twilight world of the supernatural. It's called Mystic Humph. And in it I shall be revealing my secrets for winning the national lottery, before asking the teams to reveal theirs. Listeners at home should at this point place their hands on their radios, please, in order to feel the warmth of my mental powers. Stop that, Samantha. Right, teams, I must ask you now to hum while I give my predictions. Yes, it's becoming clearer now. You can make a bundle of money out of the lottery by being the grandson of a famous prime minister and logging state papers back to the nation. Okay, teams, you can stop humming now. Tim, what's your mystic tip for winning the lottery, please?
4, 19, 23, 37 and 48 are one short of the numbers you require to
Barry, your tip for winning the lottery.
Well, I hope it works for me. I've been pursuing it for some time, which is to combine my inside leg measurement with my phone number. But the downside is people keep ringing my inside leg. So, which can be pleasant, but...
Willie.
Well, this isn't giving anything away, really. But if you write down any 6 numbers and 1 spare, that's 7 numbers, and if you work on the law of average that none of those 7 numbers will come up as usual, you can then cross them out. It's extremely unlikely the next 7 numbers you write down are going to come up. So you cross them out. This is exercise you carry out until you've got 42 numbers. Then you just put down the last 7 and you're in with a faint chance.
Graeme.
Yes, well, Tim was 1 number short there, and I think I'm getting something coming through. The extra number. I'm getting a name. Somebody here. Anyone called Foskett? Forsyth. Fordyce. Hamilton. We've got a Smith here. Well, I mentioned 6 names and none of them are here, so 6 is the number that will come up.
I shall remember that.
Spooky.
The next round is called Connections, and in it I'd like the teams to identify the connections linking various people or things. For example, if I were to list the names Jack Charlton, Bobby Charlton, Suzanne Charlton, and Charlton Heston, you would, I hope, immediately spot the obvious connection. None of them have ever played for West Bromwich Albion. Tim, I'd like you to start, please, by telling me the connection between, and these are all genuine connections, in a box of false eyeballs, an artificial leg, and a bottle of bull semen. I'll say that again.
I love it when you talk dirty, Hump. Something that happened in the war, was it?
And a bottle of bull semen.
This is the first aid kit of the South African rugby team. And obviously something that happened to you in the war as well.
Actually, the right answer, and it did happen to me during the war, by not coincidence, they've all been handed in to the London Transport Lost Property Office. Willie, your turn. Can you please connect Coca-Cola, Pledge, and Nova?
Well, they're all jolly useful standbys if you can't get onto Dino Rod. Little household hint for anybody who goes. Drains are plugged. Is that right?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Anybody know?
No.
Well, they're all product names with unfortunate meanings in other countries. In China, the literal translation of the word Coca-Cola means bite the wax tadpole.
How often would you say that?
I'm saying it all the time in wartime, I tell you. In Holland, pledge means urine. The people of Spain were reluctant to buy Nova, since in Spanish, Nova means doesn't go. Graeme, what's the connection between Coco Chanel, or Chanel, I should say. My French is getting worse and worse. Herbert Hoover, Boris Karloff, and the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah, tread carefully here, I think. Well, the mountain didn't come to any of them. I think the answer is that they all gave their names to products. Coco Chanel, the popular bedtime drink. And Herbert Hoover, of course, invented the Herbert Dab. And I think I'm right in saying that Boris Karloff's real name was Lillette. But if you think I'm going to risk a fatwa by going any further...
Well, it's a rather boring answer. They were all orphans. And Barry, can you spot the connection between Alexander Graham Bell, Thomas Edison, and Agatha Christie?
Oh, I read this. I read this in Rubber News. I get for the gardening hints.
Bed wetting the hard way.
Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Edison both made obscene phone calls to Agatha Christie. Just a shot in the dark.
Well, the interesting thing is they were all educated at home.
Who's been jolly crowded for you, huh?
Was it during the war? These evacuees?
Right, now it's time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. Before we do, I noticed that we've been inundated with a card from a Mrs. Trellis, who writes in her capacity as Secretary of the North Wales chapter of the Mornington Crescent Psychic Insomniacs Trust. She writes, Dear Mr. Lyttelton. Dear Mr. Lyttelton, I know what you're thinking. Many heartfelt thanks to you and the teams for all the help you've given in finding a surefire cure for our members, many of whom hadn't slept a wink in years until discovering your program. P.S. It was so nice to hear you again next year. Well, glad to be of assistance, Mrs. Trellis. Anyway, back to the game. This week we'll be playing Thornton's controversial Third Amendment. Thornton's. So, teams, you should be alert to the obvious trap when cross-hatching. Oh, and all stations can now be trumped, even out of kilter. Right, who's going to start? What about you, Graham?
Stations, right. Euston Road.
Paddington Place.
Clarendon Road.
Earls Court Road.
No, yes.
It's not out of kilter, is it?
No.
Earls Court.
No.
Completely done me.
Remember, Thornton.
Well, that's true. But is it out of kilter?
Yeah. Well, it's worth trying.
Euston Road.
I mean,
It's not out of kilter.
Humph may not know.
Humph knows everything.
Oh.
So what's your move going to be?
I've forgotten now.
Well, you better think.
I said Euston Road.
Yes. It wasn't a very good move. It was a
Kilter-ish.
But a cross-hatching there.
Did cross-hatching, yes.
Well, don't think Thornton would approve of that.
Adjudication, please, Humph.
Why? I mean, you haven't made a challenge yet.
What?
You haven't contested it, so I can't adjudicate. You
yes,
just
the
sat there
challenge
looking at me.
was, some time ago, that it wasn't out of kilter.
But it isn't out of kilter.
So the challenge was correct, then?
But he didn't trump it, did he?
The whole point was that it shouldn't be out of kilter.
But you didn't trump it.
No. But it was cross.
Leave that to you, Humph.
I mean, the rule clearly says you can trump it, even if it's out of kilter. You don't have to trump it, and you didn't.
Yeah, right.
Provided there's no cross-hatching, Humphrey. There's the rub.
There wasn't any cross-hatching. I thought we'd established that.
Get on with it, Barry.
Come on, Barry.
Vicarage Road.
He's a low and dirty player.
I'm playing nearly at home, that's why.
But I shall make a mockery of his move. God, it's going to be good. Deeds Crescent.
King Street.
Mornington Crescent.
Oh.
Yes.
Trump.
Excellent. That was actually quite a good round. Now it's time for a round of limericks, the simple rhyme scheme that was, as you'd expect, originally devised in the Irish town of Cork. Teams, I must ask each of you to put on your dancing pumps, and as the Pope says to young mothers, get some rhythm. Because this week's theme is American soul musicians. I shall now furnish you teams each with a fecund first line, which I'd like you to continue taking one line each of.
And we do the second line, do we?
That was the wartime pronunciation. Willie, we're going to start with you. In Tesco's with Earth, Wind and Fire.
In Tesco's with Earth, Wind and Fire, Mr. Wind assaulted a buyer.
Mr. Fire then hit Earth.
Who promptly gave birth.
Tesco's, news at 10, Barry Crime.
Graeme, your first line is, my hamster is called Otis Redding.
My hamster is called Otis Redding. My goldfish is Joan Armour-Treading.
My dogs are the Platters.
Not that that matters.
No, we're all up to here with the wedding.
Tim, I'm sorry about the scansion of this, but...
That's okay, Hump.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
The artist formerly known as Prince. On the stage, he would posture and mince.
Then just for a giggle,
changed his name to a squiggle.
And nobody's heard of him since.
Finally, Barry, here's one for you. When it snows, you will find Sister Sledge.
out mooning at night on the ledge.
Out mooning at night on a ledge. 1 story down.
Is the maestro, James Brown.
Displaying his meat and 2 veg.
Right, well, now we have a musical round called Wurzels, in tribute to a madcap group of men who really put the county of Somerset on the map. The Ordnance Survey Land Registry Department. In this round, teams, I'll be asking you to sing certain songs of my choosing, but in the
Bit of shrapnel coming up, is it?
In this round, teams, I'll be asking you to sing certain songs of my choosing, but in the agriculturally inspired West Country style of the Wurzels. Even though this is a musical round, you'll be accompanied at the piano by Colin Sell. Incidentally, regarding the certain fame which Colin Sell enjoyed as a young man, I've been supplied with an old cutting from Colin's local paper about his first record. It reads, Colin Sell went straight in at number 4. Magistrates gave him 6 months up after hearing he lived at number 28. Right, Barry and Graeme, you're to start, and your song is the delightful You Are My Lucky Star.
You are my lucky star. I saw you from afar. 2 lovely eyes that meet them gleaming, gleaming. I was starstruck. You're my lucky chance. I'm lucky in your arms. You opened heaven's portals here on earth for this poor mortal. You are my lucky star.
Now, your turn, Tim and Willie, and your song is You Made Me Love You.
Hey, mate, I love ye. I didn't want to do ye. I didn't want to do ye. Hey, mate, I want ye. And all the time he knew it. Oh, yes, I always knew it. Hey, mate, I am me sometimes. I laugh. But there were days here. You might I feel so bad. Hey, mate, I either. I didn't want to tell ye. I didn't want to tell ye. I want some scrumpy trip and you. Right, for He knows you're the brand He knows he made me love him.
Come by now, mister.
They do say that all good things must come to an end, which means that we've still got plenty more rounds to endure. Anyway, there's still time to play a swift round of Train Drivers Film Club. So while Samantha nips out to blow the station master's whistle for him, I'd like you teens to suggest some titles of films likely to be popular with an audience of train drivers and other railway staff. And Willie, we'll start with you.
A Close Encounter in the Third Class. 4 Sidings in a Eurotunnel.
The Wrong Sort of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Purple Train, starring Signal, formerly known as Points.
Sidings of the Lambs.
King Solomon's Mind the Doors, please.
The Odd Coupling.
Never on a Sunday.
Thank you. The French as Lieutenant's Woman.
Cheap Day Return of the Jedi.
The Line in Winter. Closed due to Leif Erikson on the line.
So, as the frisky tomcat of fate confronts the scalpel of destiny. And the precious natural woodland of time meets the motorway extension of eternity. I see that our time is up, so from the team, Samantha, myself, and the fine people of Watford, goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton have been given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith. Presents I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to another fun-packed edition of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, which we're all most sorry to say is the last in the series. Sorry, that should of course read almost sorry to say. Last programme or not, it's still a pleasure to be able to call on some of the finest talent available in wireless entertainment. And the teams and I will be dropping by to visit them on our way back after the show. Meanwhile, let me introduce you to, on my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. Well, unfortunately, the lovely Samantha, our regular scorer, has been incapacitated whilst filming an educational video for the Finnish Naturist Association. The director, Jörgis Plank, said Samantha suffered slight chafing after standing too close to the accordionist in the picnic scene. So in her absence, please welcome the pride of the fjords, the delightful Sven. Right, our first round is entitled Celebrity Misquotes. It's not escaped my notice that while there are plentiful records and books documenting things that famous people have said, there are very few records of things they've never said. In fact, if it wasn't for the sun and the mirror, we'd have very little idea who hadn't said what at all. To this end, teams, I'd like you please to come up with some remarks that famous people, alive or dead, would never have said. And we're going to start with you, Barry.
Michelangelo. Sorry, I only do floors.
Willie.
Gandhi. Here, Mush, you trying to be funny?
Graeme. Peter Lilly. I'm retiring to run a charm school.
Tim. This is the Pope. Are you all right for the weekend, sir? Mary Whitehouse, I'm a bum and tit woman myself.
Julius Caesar. Oh, come on. Is it Veiny Veedy Vicky or Weeny Weedy Weedy?
Malcolm Rifkind, and now on a lighter note.
Julius Caesar. Bloody Brutus, I knew you'd be in the thick of it.
Tony Slattery. Oh, I wouldn't appear on that.
It's now time for a round of pick-up songs, and as is customary, DJ Fluff Sven will spin some 12 inches on my gramophone and possibly even indulge in a spot of scratching. Personally, I blame his Hessian thong. The team should attempt to sing along. By some deft adjustments to my volume knob, at a certain point the music will drop out. If on its return, teams, you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points. And points mean prizes. I'm not going to give you the... To see you... This week's prize is an afternoon of Sassoon's hair care, where the lucky winner will have his head specially shaved during a recital of First World War poetry. Willie, you're going to start. Will you please accompany Ronnie Ronald singing The Lonely Goat Herd?
High on a hill was a
lonely goat herd. Voice of the lonely goat herd. Folks in a town that was quite remote herd. Lusty and clear from the goat herd's throat herd. Oh ho, yay, tee. Oh ho, yay, tee. Oh ho, yay, tee. Lay oddle, yay, oddle, oh hoo. Yay, oddle, diddle, e-t. Yay, oddle, ooh. Yay, oddle, yay, oddle, dee.
I didn't hear it drop out.
Oh, God.
15 out of 10.
Thank you.
Now, Tim, will you and Susan Morn please sing Bobby's Girl?
When people ask of me, what would you like to be? Now that you're not a kid anymore, I know just what to say. I answer right away. There's just one thing I've been waiting for. I wanna be Bobby's girl. I wanna be Bobby's girl. That's the most important thing to me. And if I was Bobby's girl, if I was Bobby's girl, what a faithful thing.
You were great! You were great! Okay, Graham, will you accompany Rolf Harris? Singing the Led Zeppelin classic Stairway to Heaven.
Is there a tune? There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. All together now. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if those stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. All together now. With a word she can get what she came for. Virginia Bottomley. And it makes you wonder
How does it affect you blokes? Oh, and it makes us wonder. Interesting, that. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to make sure, 'cause you know sometimes words, you know sometimes words have two meanings. 'Cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. Makes you wonder, Rolf, doesn't it?
I don't know what you all clapped for. He wasn't anywhere near it. Barry.
Yes?
For the honour of your team, this is an easy one for you. Will you please accompany Luciano Pavarotti singing Guess What? Nessun Dorma.
Chorus.
Uncanny, Barry, uncanny!
I thought it was still the chorus bit.
Having had about 3 goes, he got it right in the end. Our next game is called Hard Sell. I'll be giving you a difficult or unattractive subject, teams, and you'll have 30 seconds in which to sell its redeeming assets to a totally uninterested, indifferent and apathetic audience. And that, of course, is where Colin Sell comes in. He'll be playing some backing music to which you should adapt your sales pitch. Okay? Barry and Graeme, your subject is the Pit Bull Terrier. Colin?
The Pit Bull Terrier. Everything you look for in a dog. Your arm, your foot.
Loves children. On the bone.
Remember, a pit bull isn't just for Christmas. You may not last that long.
Come home to a pit bull terrier, and you'll never go out again.
Right, Tim and Willie, your subject is Lloyd's Insurers.
Bored, secure, more money than you need. Want a bit of excitement? Then why not become a name at Lloyd's?
It makes the morning newspaper so much more exciting to read that as the Mississippi rises, so your nest egg sinks slowly in the west. As California burns, you'll be down on your knees to Lady Archer, begging for mercy and 200,000 quid for a cup of tea.
Yes, you, Mr. Brooke-Taylor of 14 Acacia Avenue, will have the thrill of overhearing your friends say, "What a pillock." Serves him right, the greedy bastard. Yes, Lloyd's, the institution you can trust to ruin your life.
Right, and finally, Barry and Graeme, another one for you. This is Robert Maxwell.
He were a great cook, were Bob. I remember me mum sending me out for me dad's pension. She said, "No, lad, he's buggered off with it." And we laughed and we laughed and we laughed.
Is there something missing in your life? Get a Bob Maxwell. He's probably got it.
New improved Maxwell. Now with wings.
It's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. And I notice that a letter has flooded in from our regular correspondent, Mrs. Trellis of North Wales, who raises some interesting points, as ever. Her inquiry is too long to repeat in full, but the answer to your first question, Mrs. Trellis, is that variegated fuchsias prefer light, loamy soil in a sunny position, and cuttings may be taken from about mid-August. In response to your second inquiry, Dr. Bushatsky and Mrs. Ledwood strenuously deny all the charges. So I hope that's all cleared up. Now, since we're on a green-themed teams, pedestrian precincts will count double this week, and bus lanes are wild. So, Tim, will you start green Mornington Crescent?
Is that all bus lanes?
All bus lanes.
Right. Well, that
It just says bus lanes. It's not going to... I mean, it's going to take too long to specify some bus lanes and not others, isn't it? We'll be here all night.
Yeah, but bus lanes that are 24-hour bus lanes, or the ones that are just 7 a.m. till...
Is there usually only sort of 7 till 10, or...?
Not where I live.
Okay. You have buses where you live, Hum?
Once every 3 days, yeah. All bus lanes are wild, teams.
Okay.
And that's that. So, Tim, you're going to start now. It's green Mornington Crescent.
Friar Watch Avenue.
East India Dock Road.
Sorry. Kensington Church Street.
Piccadilly, bus lane, thereon. Can't drive down that one. Goes counter to the traffic. Goes the other way to the most of the traffic. Well, Piccadilly does.
Okay.
And then goes
Tim?
Turn off it down sort of Dukes.
Tim?
I was nearly knocked over on that one.
Really?
Frognall. When you step off.
When you look the other way. You look the other way. Yeah.
Tim, will you continue the game, please?
Terrifying.
I've said it.
What have you said?
Frognall.
Oh, thank you.
Barry was stepping off the
Hammersmith
curb.
Broadway. Bus lane, they're on.
There isn't a bus lane in Hammersmith Broadway.
There is.
No, there was. There isn't
I was
now.
nearly knocked over there as well.
No,
You're never knocked over for years, and then you're knocked over 3 times.
No bus lanes in Old Compton Street.
Arndale Centre.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Why?
Well, which Arndale Centre? Are you lying, Arndale? Just a straightforward Arndale Centre?
I don't see why not.
In that case, Mornington Crescent.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Because it's wild, you see. It's wild.
For years, I cursed the day I had Tim Brooke-Taylor as a partner, but today, whoopee!
Thanks,
Yes,
Willie.
that was that was a bit of a crafty move, Tim, but it's okay.
I like it.
Allow that,
It's
you
okay.
allow anything.
Really dirty, that. Well done.
Are you criticising my judgment? Right, let's go on to the next game, on which you, Barry Crow, will score absolutely no points. Our next round's called Noises Off. In this round, teams, you'll be asked to tell a story. However, to make these more interesting, you should illustrate your story with sound effects. The only problem is that you will have no control over which sound effects get played. As soon as the effects are played in, the story should change hands from one team member to the other, and so on until vast droves of listeners start asking difficult questions about the renewal of the BBC's charter. Right, Barry and Graeme, your story is Pinocchio. Graeme, will you start, please?
Once upon a time, there was a carpenter and toy maker whose name was Geppetto, who lived all alone with his cat and his goldfish and had a very lonely life making toys and clocks and similar pieces of carpentered toy-making equipment. And his loneliness was such that he decided that what he'd really like would be a little boy to keep him company. So, it's in the book. So, quick as a flash, he opened his tool cupboard. And lo and behold...
He whipped out his How to Make a Lovable Little Boy puppet manual. because he had this burning desire, whatever it cost him, to be a single parent. So he began whittling away, and gradually the face began to emerge, and he looked at this face and thought, my goodness, it looks just like a...
Like a sheep joke.
Or a Barbie doll.
Oh. Said Jiminy Cricket. Well, before long, Geppetto had made the little boy puppet, and he sat him proudly on a chair, but somehow it wasn't very satisfactory as a companion, because obviously the puppet wasn't alive. So Geppetto went to sleep, and during the night, when the house was quiet, the certain coloured fairy appeared.
A siren indeed, this fairy, weaving about the room, just as Geppetto was tossing and turning in his bed, trying to think of a name for his little wooden son. And he suddenly woke up and saw the dartboard with a line drawn in front of it. And there was a hatpin on his bed. Pin. Ocky. He thought, I shall call him Muffin. But he looked round. No sign of his new beloved wooden child. Oh, my goodness, cried Geppetto. I think I want to...
Call for help. What had happened during the night was that, of course, the fairy had brought the puppet to life, and the puppet had gone off looking for adventure in the world and fallen in with a bad set who taught him to be an actor. And at that very moment, the little boy Pinocchio, because he didn't like being called Muffin, thinking carpenter's crumpet, Pinocchio was appearing in his own very first show, and the curtain went up and the audience gasped as...
Gladys Knight and the Pips appeared. At that moment, a mighty whale erupted into the theatre and swallowed him up. There he met...
That was uncharacteristic. You're in league with the devil.
Right, your turn, Tim and Willie. Your story is Romeo and Juliet. Willie, will you start, please?
Two families in Padua, the Montagues and the Capulets. Not the Montagues who have the Motor Museum, but the ones who hate Capulets. And Romeo is a Montague and Juliet is a Capulet, and they met at a dance. Trod on a foot.
Oh, look, there's the Trade Minister, said Romeo. Meanwhile, Tybalt, a Capulet, had had a few on a Saturday night and kills Mercutio. Romeo swears revenge.
Oh dear, says nurse, he's out of bed again. I'd better go and try it. And she also tells Juliet, she said, well, I mean, if you fancy this young lad as well, I mean, you might as well, do the balcony scene.
Oh, look, there he is, kissing a friar. This story's changed, said Juliet. Friar marries Romeo to Juliet. Romeo goes off to kill Tybalt, and the friar has a cunning wheeze. It's his mobile phone.
I'm not going to answer that, he said. It'll ring out all the time. I'll write him a letter. Go away, he says, I'm a Trappist. Anyway, Juliet has her drink, and Romeo comes round and sees her lying on the floor, thinks she's dead, and kills himself. 3 times.
Meanwhile, the friar sends Romeo a letter, but he entrusts it to Group 4, who say they've lost it.
So Juliet wakes up, and seeing Romeo lying on the floor now, with Group 4 on top of him, she kills herself.
Thus ends a barrel of laughs.
It's now time for a round of limericks, the simple rhyme scheme that was, as you would expect, originally devised in the Irish town of Cork. Teams, I shall provide you each with a vibrant first line, which I would like you to complete in limerick form, taking one line each. We're going to start with you, Willie. One evening on Crime Watch UK.
One evening on Crime Watch UK, my heart was quite stolen away.
When Nick Ross confessed
that he had pinched Sue Cook's vest
and was exiled to Botany Bay.
How neat.
Graeme, here's one for you. Last night I was watching Blind Date.
when they brought on a chimp in a crate.
Scylla said, "Who's for you?" Uncanny.
And the chimp said, "You do."
And immediately started to mate.
Barry, here's one for you. If you find you enjoy Pebble Mill...
You're probably mentally ill.
Judith Spires is no slouch.
When it comes to the couch.
So lie back and keep perfectly still.
Right, jolly good. Our next round is something of a public service. It's called Censored Song. Offensive language and gratuitous smutty talk is far too widely available these days, especially on those 0898 phone lines advertised in the left-hand columns between page 27 and 46 of Exchange and Mart. Teams, I'll ask you each to sing a song, and using the in-house buzzer system to censor out anything liable to be offensive to the ear. The one obvious exception, of course, is musical accompaniment by Colin Sell. Tim and Willie, you've got to start. Will you please censor Shall We Dance from The King and I?
We've just been introduced. I do now know you well. But when the music started, something drew me to your side. So many men and girls are in each other's arms. It made me think we might be similarly occupied. Shall we? On a bright cloud of music, shall we? Shall we? Shall we then say good night and mean good? Or perchance, when the last little star has left the sky, shall we still together with around each other, and shall you be my new? On the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen, shall we? Shall we? Shall we?
Okay. Right, Barry and Graeme, your turn now. Will you please censor the theme tune to the TV programme Robin Hood?
He called the greatest archers to a tavern on the green. They vowed to help the people of the king. They handled all the trouble on the English country scene, and still found plenty of time to Robin Hood, Robin Hood, through the glen. Robin Hood, with his band of men. By the band, by the good Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood.
Very good. Well, we've not much of a programme left now, and in the words of Frank Sinatra, what do you mean, a wig? And now the end is near. Before we go, though, I'll squeeze in a round of Chef's Film Club. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to come up with some titles of films likely to be popular with members of the catering profession. And Barry, you're going to start, please.
Basted Instinct.
The Remains of the Dish of the Day.
Romancing the Stove.
The Shepherd's Pie Who Came In From the Cold. Yes. Thank you, Mother.
Desperately seeking croutons.
The last mango in Paris.
Mel Gibson's omelette. Oh, my mother's gone.
Crocodile done to a turn.
One of our soufflés is missing.
Gatto on a hot tin roof.
Cat on a gas Mark 7. Sweetbreads of youth.
Gone with the Vindaloo.
Rice pudding, the Mad Monk.
At which point...
Prawn free. Sorry. Elvis Parsley in lovely, tender.
I hate to break into this flow of inspiration, but it's my doleful responsibility to break the bad news that that's all we've time for in the current series. Yes. A sad moment. I'm afraid the word current does seem to imply there'll be another one. We'll be making a short appearance on your wirelesses on Christmas Day, so until then, from the teams, Sven and myself, goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Trier, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton have been given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith. Presents I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, and I'm sad to have to announce that this week marks the end of another hugely successful series. Yeah, I'm going to miss That's Life too. Now that the series is all but over, the teams are free to take up a generous offer of television work they received last week. And a big thank you to the staff and management at Radio Rentals for that. And here they are, on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And please welcome again the lady who puts the team's points up, the delightful Samantha. Incidentally, Samantha tells me she's been away making a road safety film for the Department of Transport. Apparently she's had some interesting experiences with sleeping policemen. Not to mention humps in residential side streets. We'll start off with a round called Historical Postcards. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to come up with some postcard messages likely to have been sent by famous historical figures from certain holiday destinations. Willie, you're going to start. Captain Cook from Botany Bay.
Dear whatever, have introduced cricket to the Aborigines. Close the play score on first day, England all out 48. Aborigines 473 for 2. Have you thought of turning Yorkshire into a penal settlement?
Barry, Geoffrey Chaucer from Canterbury.
Glenn the Miller's gone missing.
Tim, Jonah from the Old Testament.
Having a time of a whale. Wish you were here.
Okay, Graham, with all to play for. Noah from Mount Ararat.
Typical. Miles and miles of clear water and we hit a mountain. I'm sending this gopher wood back to MFI.
Right, we'll open that one up. Any other suggestions?
A postcard from Sir Edmund Hillary. The last time I holiday was Sherpa Tenzing. He thinks I'm married to Bill Clinton and keeps shouting, Hillary, Hillary. Have you ever been goosed by a Sherpa at 28,000 feet? The views are very nice. Love Hillary.
Joan of Arc from Rouen. Phew, what a scorcher.
Michelangelo from the Sistine Chapel. Working flat out. Pope now wants something more like the opening titles on the South Bank show. Am in agony, but the ecstasy keeps me going.
No more? Henry V, once more onto the beach. Dear friends, wish you were here. No, there are no more.
Okay, it's time now for a round of pick-up song. As is customary in this round, DJ Samantha will spin some discs on my gramophone and then attempt to pump up the jam. An example of youth speak, which I understand to mean a hypnotic blend of high-intensity dance rhythms and breakfast conserve. While the records are playing, the teams sing along. At a completely random point, the music will drop out, and if on its return teams you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean prizes. Yay. This week's prize is just the thing for the style-conscious chimney sweep. It's the very latest Savile Row suit. Graham, will you please accompany George Formby singing When I'm...
I can see when I'm cleaning windows, honeymooning couples too. You should see them bill and coo. You'd be surprised at things they do. When I'm cleaning windows, in my profession I'll work hard, but I'll never stop. I'll climb this blinking ladder till I get right to the top. The blushing bride, she looks divine. The bridegroom, he is doing fine. I'd rather have this job than mine. When I'm cleaning windows, the chambermaid will call. It's no wonder I don't fall. My mind's not on me work at all. When I'm cleaning windows.
In my research for this program, I actually measured a gnat's crotchet, and you were just outside it. Jolly good effort. Tim, will you join James Brown now singing Get On Up, I Feel Like a Sex Machine?
1, 2, 3, 4. Get
on up, don't see, get on up, like a sex machine, get on up, get up. Get on up, get up, get on up, stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine, get on up, get up, get on up, you'll miss the bus, stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine, get on up, wait a minute, shake your arm, and use your phone, stay on the scene like a sex machine, you've got your phone.
Very, very close.
I didn't think so. I think it came back on the next track. Your turn, Willie. Will you please accompany Fred Astaire singing Putting on the Ritz?
Oh, very good, Willie.
You don't know where to go to. Why don't you go? All Fritz. Putting on the Ritz. and gowns upon the bevy of high browns from down the levee. All this fits. Putting on the Ritz. That's where each and every Lulu belle goes. Every Thursday evening with her swell beaux. Rubbing elbows, come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits. Putting on.
Right, finally, Barry, a quiet one for you. Will you join Jerry Lee Lewis singing Great Balls of Fire?
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I had to love 'cause I thought it was funny. You came along and you moved me, honey. I've changed my mind. This love is fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby. Feels good. Hold me, baby. I want to love you like a lover should. You're fine. So kind. I want to tell this world that you're mine, 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 mine. I chew my nails and then I twiddle my thumbs. Jesus. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby. You drive me crazy. Goodness
Time to go home, Mr. Cryer.
Our next round is called Party Bores, and in this round, teams, I'd like you please to take it in turns to be boring. To distinguish it from other rounds, I'd like you to imagine that you're at a party. At this party, I'd like you to take it in turns to be extremely dull guests. The opposing team should attempt to question this boring couple about their jobs and try to make them say something interesting. Points will be deducted for being interesting or appearing to enjoy yourself. Barry and Graeme, you're our first party bores, and you're an Olympic bobsleigh team.
Hello, everybody.
Do you go at very fast speed?
Well, all of us.
Yes, all of you.
Well, no, we sit still most of the time.
Are you a 2-bob team, or
We're a 4-bob team, in old money, I'm talking, obviously.
Cheap at the price.
But you're not all called Bob.
No, funnily enough. The bobsleigh was named after Bob Sleigh, an accountant who lived in Truro.
And invented skis. Oh, that's very interesting.
It lost a little in the
Did he invent anything else?
Yes, ski yogurt he invented.
Well, that is astoundingly
Absolutely wonderful.
He must have made a fortune out of that, did he?
No, he died in poverty, as I understand, because he had a bad accountant. Should have done a do-it-yourself, as it turned out, but that's the way fate goes, that fickle jade.
Why did you take this up, bobsleighing?
Because it's there, I suppose.
Yeah.
Momentarily it was there, but then it sort of slid off.
We thought it was a bus shelter initially. It was sitting there, and suddenly this was moving, and I thought, my word, that half of Strongbow certainly packs a punch. And there we were.
Oh, you drink pretty heavily, then?
Not really. I don't drink heavily. I drink quite lightly. Light is my preference.
Oh, sorry, you're speaking as a bobsleigh person rather than Barry Cryer.
Yes. I do carry it to work, yes.
Yeah, that's enough of that. Right, Tim and Willie, it's your turn to be the bores, and you're human cannonballs. Barry and Graeme, start questioning.
Incredibly frightening job to have, isn't it?
Terrifying.
Not for
Being
us.
shot out of a cannon, that's terrifying.
No,
you only do it once.
Yeah. There's a net waiting for you.
Have you met?
Spring,
a net?
What sort of speed do you get up to?
Oh, we don't.
Oh, 3 or 4
very
miles a day.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Sorry, I'm not using the voice. I haven't got the anorak on. No. Oh, all right, now I've got the anorak on. Yes, no, it's very
Lovely,
boring.
you look in it too. Anorexia.
I suffer from anorachnophobia, actually, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, that is fascinating.
Yes.
Well,
Death
how long
is
have you
all-
suffered from this, then?
interesting bloke.
You have special safety procedures.
Runs in the family, because John Major Ball was our father. And
that was Johnny Ball.
Cannonball.
Johnny
Cannonball.
Cannonball.
Oh, right. John was so bored he went off into politics.
Yeah, that's so.
Now, as the entire nation sinks into a stupor, coming through my copy of The Guardian, I happened upon a section entitled Notes and Queries. This lively question and answer forum struck me as being easily read, easily understood, and easily stolen for this show. So, teams, pooling your considerable knowledge, I'd like you please to provide answers to these genuine queries. Graeme, we'll start with you. What would your answer be to this interesting query? My friends are always asking me why I'm nicknamed Nobby Clark. Can anybody help?
Well, Nobby, the answer's obvious. And thank you for the photograph.
Tim, here's one for you. Why do flamingos stand on one leg?
Because they have very small bladders.
Willie, why does Mickey Mouse wear gloves?
So that there are no fingerprints on the murder weapon. He is the O.J. Simpson of Disney World. Can anybody honestly say they've seen Minnie recently? Or indeed her lascivious lover, Goofy, who ran through the entire Duck family. Donald, Daisy, Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Lady Bienvenida Duck.
And what started as a fast-moving round continues to...
There's always room to stop and chat.
Question for Barry. Do ants sleep?
If uncles let them.
Tim, how do you stop your neighbour's cat scratching up your garden?
Move.
Willie, why... Keep this short, please. Why does one never see baby pigeons?
One never looks.
Barry, was King Charles I really the shortest British monarch at 4 foot 7 inches?
No. All British monarchs were 4 foot 7 inches at one point.
Here's a couple more for anyone to answer. What is the origin of the man on the Clapham omnibus?
He got on at tooting.
Can anyone provide the words of the rhyme which enables one to remember the English kings and queens?
I think I remember this one. Lots of Richards, lots of Henrys, Georges too throughout the centuries. Victoria was quite good, it's reckoned, and now we've got Elizabeth II. Saw me through the national curriculum.
Now it's time to play the game Mornington Crescent. This week we've something of a broadcasting first, as the manufacturers of the recently launched virtual reality version of the game have specially asked us to try it out on this program. In the boxes in front of you, teams, you'll find the very latest in Game Boy technology. Designed in Japan, manufactured in Singapore, and constructed in Taiwan. But you'll notice that the box says it was made in Britain. Well, it was. The box was made in Britain. In this version, you should each move in turn as usual, the difference being that thanks to the computer-assisted movement to sightline, servo-animated, full-color visual aid headsets, everything will magically appear exactly as in real life. To make things simple, teams, for this experimental games, all bus lanes and tube lines are permissible, but there's no stopping at mainline stations when approached from the south. Right, if you'd be good enough to put your helmets on, Samantha will turn them on for you. Right, Tim, will you start virtual reality Mornington Crescent now, please? I said, Tim, will you start virtual reality Mornington Crescent now, please?
He's got his helmet on back to front. One moment, I will turn it round for him.
Oh, my God! Am I to start?
Tim, will you start virtual reality morning present now, please?
Oh, it looks like Angel Place.
I'm in the virtual reality pub at the moment. Ah, just the one. Very kind of you. Oh, 2 halves then. Oh, Eversholt Street. Why am I saying that? Where am I?
You're in the pub and you're pissed.
Only virtually.
Willie, keep it moving.
Round pond.
Graeme.
Now I see where we are, yes. Piccadilly.
Oh. Christmas. Well, you can see the lights. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Palm Avenue.
And place.
I don't like this.
the Kremlin.
I got a crossed line. Mount Fujiyama.
Not just now, if you don't mind.
Edgware Road.
Ah, Brent Cross.
La Regent Street.
Your glasses, please. Paddington Street.
What's that? Oh, it's quite nice in here, isn't it? Cheaper than drugs.
I can see the same thing.
Yes. Very pretty, isn't it?
Yeah. Gosh, who's that?
Glenda Jackson.
Yeah. As she used to be.
Well, she became an MP and put her clothes back on.
Oh, those are clothes. Wow.
Oxfam Fatal. Morning, Crescent.
Yes, you're right. Yes,
It suddenly came into my rearview mirror.
It's very good, but it's nothing like the real thing.
As I forgot to put my helmet on, I haven't the faintest idea what happened. Our next round of limericks really put the Irish town of five-line nonsense poem on the map. I shall furnish you each with a vibrant first line, which I'd like you to continue in turn, taking one line each. Graeme, while tuned into BBC One...
I was lying in bed with a nun.
I decided to stop.
When a flashbulb went pop.
I'm now on page 3 of the slide.
Tim, here's your first line. When turning on BBC Two...
When turning on BBC Two, I thought, they need something brand new.
Something witty and funny.
That doesn't cost money.
Why not? Sorry, I haven't a clue.
Barry, here's your line. If you regularly watch ITV...
If you regularly watch ITV, which I gather is on Channel 3.
They have jolly good breaks.
With commercials for cakes.
It's the programmes that mystify me.
And finally, Willie, if you happen to watch Channel 4...
Then you must be a bit of a bore.
Oh, no.
You can see Richard Whiteley.
Not once, but twice nightly.
I don't think I can take any more.
Right, our next round is a musical extravaganza combining the sublime ululation of the Swanee whistle with the ethereal rasp of the kazoo. Teams, I'd like you each to perform a duet on these two fine instruments while Colin Sell provides accompaniment on the piano. If only to stop him pestering me, I must tell you that Colin Sell is keen to draw your attention to a new musical instrument he's recently patented. In homage to his great mentor, Rolf Harris, Colin has produced the cellophone, which allows the musically ungifted a chance to recreate for themselves his unique sound. This is the second model he's produced. Apparently the first one wasn't a commercial success, as the batteries ran out after a couple of hours. But we're pleased to know that the batteries in this one expire after just 10 minutes. Right, Barry and Graeme, your song is The Rain in Spain, and it's to feature Barry Cryer on kazoo and Graeme Garden on swanee whistle. Okay, Tim and Willie, your song is The Happy Wanderer. And Willie Rushton, you'll be on kazoo, and Tim Brooke-Taylor on swanee whistle. I thought you were much the better of the two.
Thank you.
Who's that?
I thought you were talking to me.
Oh, you dreadful. Well, I mean, you don't have to put up with it week after week. Anyway, as old Father Time begins to mutter something about missing the rush hour of eternity, we'll just try to squeeze in a round of... We'll try and squeeze in a round of Fruiterer's Film Club. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to suggest some titles of films likely to be popular with an audience of fruit sellers.
Desperately Seeking Satsuma.
Last Mango in Paris.
Back to the Fruiterer.
Conan the Rhubarbarian. Brewster's Melons. And the Damson Busters.
The Great Train Raspberry.
Quince and the Pawpaw.
Naked Gun, 32.5 per pound of apples.
Come, what's up, Doc? Jack Lemmon in Nirmala Juice.
Oh, and Wall Tomato. Krakatoa, east of Guava.
The Third Mango with Harry Lyon.
Tom Hanks in Fig.
It's only a papaya moon.
Some like it apricot.
Plums along the mohawk.
Nutmeg on the old street.
You're good on fruit, Willie, aren't you, sir?
Not the first time you've said that. The battleship pomegranate.
Well, with Mickey Mouse's big hand pointing upwards and Goofy's tail pointing downwards, I realise my Rolex is a fake. And that it's the end of the programme, and indeed the series. We'll be back again in the autumn, so until then, from the team, Samantha and myself, goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton have been given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome again to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the show which does for entertaining panel games what being hit repeatedly on the head with a large croquet mallet does for small frogs. Or so I'm told. It gives me great pleasure to welcome our regular teams of, on my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And would you finally welcome, with a face to launch 1,000 rockets, our scorer, Samantha. We're going to start off with a round called Translations. In this round, I shall provide the teams with some obscure foreign words or phrases which I'd like them to translate. Tim now, bona fide. Good dog. Barry, droit de seigneur.
The gents is on the right.
Willie, here's yours. Crash.
A car accident in Woking.
Graeme.
Also say Bing.
Graeme, après ski.
Plaster of Paris. Or I've finished the yogurt.
Tim, fin de siècle.
Fin de siècle. Cycling enthusiast.
Barry, how about this one for you? Carpe diem.
Fish of the day.
Willie, one right up your street now. B-Day.
Right.
2 days before D-Day. Hence the old song. Ah, B-Days are here again.
Graeme, finally, magnum opus.
Magnum opus. A big Irish cat.
That was fun. Has anybody got any more?
Avant-garde. Next to last coach on the train. Non compos mentis. I don't think that's meant to be fertilizer.
Sub Judice, the Israeli underground system.
Après nous le déluge, the lavatory's blocked. Okay, our next round is entitled Singing Relay, in which teams, I'd like you please to sing a well-known song, but taking alternate words between you. You'll be accompanied by Colin Sell on the piano. Incidentally, new listeners to the program may be interested to know that Colin Sell was a member of several pop groups in the 60s and 70s, some of which became quite well known after he'd left them. There was Colin and Garfunkel, Dave, Dee, Dozy, Beaky, Mick, Titch and Colin, the Electric Light Piano, and perhaps most interestingly, the Jackson 6. Anyway, on with the round now. Tim and Willie, what round are we playing, by the way? Hang on a minute. Your song is The Deadwood Stage.
The Deadwood Stage is rolling on over the plains, with the curtains flapping and the driver slapping the reins. Beautiful sky, wonderful day. Whip that way, whip away, whip that way. Oh, the Deadwood Stage is heading over the hills, where the engine arrows are thicker than dangerous land, no time to delay. Whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away.
Okay, Barry and Graeme, your song is If My Friends Could See Me Now.
If they could see me now, my little dusty group, traipsing round this $1 million chicken coop, I'd hear those thrift shop cats say, brother, get her draped on a bedspread made from 3 kinds of fur. All I can say is, wow, wait till the riff and raff see just exactly how he's timed this autograph. What a build! Holy cow, they'd never believe it if my friends could see me now.
Oh, I've enjoyed myself for the first time in 20 years. That's really good. Teams, I'm going to introduce a round now called commentaries. In it, I shall ask each team member to provide a commentary on a particular historical event, but in the style of my choosing. Tim, you're going to start this one. World War II in the style of a parish magazine. Last Saturday, Mr. Chamberlain, reading from a piece of paper, introduced Mr. Hitler, who kindly opened the proceedings with an amusing speech or two and an impromptu invasion of Poland. Later, Mr. Churchill, standing in for Mr. Chamberlain, organised some games on the beaches and was particularly fulsome in his praise of the few who took part in the aerial display. The WI, as usual, did a splendid job feeding 50 million, and their spam store was a great success. Winners included Dame Mara Hess, dried egg and spoon race, Charles de Gaulle, potato most like its owner, Mussolini's silliest walk. And, as usual, everyone sat on the greasy poles. Mention should be made of some Americans who appeared rather late in the afternoon to help clear up. The vicar finally thanked everyone for taking part and fervently hoped this event would not take place ever again. Harry. What? I want you to do the Charge of the Light Brigade in the style of Murray Walker.
And here in the Valley of Death, there's 600 are lined up waiting for the flag. Lord Raglan in pole position, Lord Cardigan in the McLaren, and Nigel Mansell nowhere near born yet. The Cannon Williams volley and thunder, louder and louder, which reminds me, have you seen Nicky lately, James? No, Murray. Thank you, James, and they're off. I can see Raglan signalling to Cardigan, pull over. What a sensational start. Meow, meow, meow. That's me making those noises. Because there are no cars here. I'd like a... Two voices, not a penny extra. I'd like a pee, please, Bob. Thank you, James. And they're dead, hundreds of them, but there's no way Cardigan will fall off his horse. Oh, he's fallen off his horse.
Right, now, Willie, here's one for you. Will you please describe the beheading of Charles I in the style of an agony aunt?
Dear Charles I. It is, of course, so easy to be wise after the event. Though, of course, given the event, in your case, the reverse is probably true. When the head is severed from the body, wisdom tends to go straight out of the window. How sensible of you, though, to take my advice and wear 3 shirts. It was foolish of you, however, to ignore my best suggestion, not to turn up. So you were pig ignorant before and during the event, and even more so afterwards. But then again, you have a descendant of the same name who talks to lupins. And is constantly writing to me, what a family, love Auntie Will.
And finally, Graeme Garden, the Fire of London in the style of a Radio 4 continuity announcer.
Well, now, before the next programme, here is a road traffic report. The fire, which started late last night in Pudding Lane, is still out of control, and now covers most of the City of London. And, speaking of the city, you can hear an extended version of Moneybox with Louise Botting and Vincent Duggleby at 11:30 on Monday morning. With thousands of Londoners fleeing from the blaze, the roads leading out of the city are at a standstill, with tailbacks stretching right out to the Hanger Lane gyratory system. Well, St. Paul's Cathedral may have gone up in smoke, but there are some glum faces at Brookfield Farm.
Okay, teams, now here's a cultural round. With its many strange historical customs and traditions, Britain must at times appear a puzzling place for first-time visitors to these shores. In this next round, teams, I'd like you please to act as tour guides around a particular item of British heritage to an assorted group of inexperienced foreign tourists. We're going to start with you, Willie and Tim. Will you please give a tour of the British Museum? Museum.
The lips gone. When you enter the reading room, there will be a hushed sense of expectancy, so perhaps you'd like to sing your favourite national song, and when they want you to sing a little bit louder, they'll go, shh.
A useful phrase for those whose English is no use at all, when in the reading room, is, "Ear cock, where's the filthy stuff?" We also have one of the largest collections of Egyptian mummies in the world. Please take one.
I'm now going up to one of the attendants here. You can just ask him how to play Elgin Marbles. He'll show you.
Here is the Rosetta Stone.
Oh, so it is.
You won't believe, when you try it out with 2 or 3 friends, just how high it bounces.
And now, if you'd like to show your backing for democracy, perhaps you'd like to add your signature to the Magna Carta.
They've all gone now.
Right, Barry and Graham now. Will you please give us a tour of Madame Tussauds?
Well, could you ask your wife to move about a bit, sir? We're stock taking. Now...
Enjoy a hilarious blindfold game of pin the eyelashes on Barbara Cartland.
No, the Duchess of York isn't in here, madam. We've melted her down to make Shakespeare's sister. Interested in DIY? Why not rearrange Michael Jackson? I don't know, sir. It's either Ringo Starr or Yasser Arafat. I don't know. Kindly refrain from hanging your hats on the Chippendales exhibit.
Is that it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good.
More than someone.
Now to a round which takes as its subject those delightful rhymes we were all taught in the nursery. Though many of these rhymes may appear to us today as little more than nonsense, they are in fact full of useful tips for the age in which they were written. One such rhyme, for example, is a stern warning against the consequences of placing sleeping babies in the upper branches of trees during windy weather. Another paints a disturbing picture of domestic life in a shoe for a single parent with too many children. Teams, I'd like you please to suggest some suitable amendments to well-known nursery rhymes to make them more relevant to life as we know it today. Barry.
Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck and the mouse came out in sympathy.
Willie.
Little Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get a poor dog a bone. When she got there, the cupboard was bare, so she fitted a mobile phone.
The modern version of that would be Mother Teresa went to the freezer.
Graeme, have you got anything to say?
Yes, I have, Humphrey.
Oh, good.
There was a crooked man, and he walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against a crooked stile. He bought a crooked cat, which caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together till he fell off his yacht.
I'm the king of the castle, and you're a dirty rascal. I'm a big fat banker, and you're a little customer.
Simple Simon wore a Walkman going to the fair. Said Simple Simon to the pieman, "What?"
Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs, in his nightgown, in and out of houses and along seaside piers, and when they finally catch him, he should get 10 years.
Sing a song at £483,000.
Half a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of treacle. Whoops, I've spilt them on your head. I'm Jeremy Beadle.
Oh, dear.
No more?
Don't think
Okay,
so.
well, let's go on now. Our next round is a musical one in which I'd like you teams to intone the lyrical refrain of one particular vocal composition while simultaneously pursuing the melodic line of a dissimilar piece. In other words, one song to the tune of another. You can use Colin Sell if you think it'll be of any help. You might even ask him to accompany you on the piano. Tim.
Oh, hello.
You're going to sing the words of She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain to the tune of Dance of the Hours.
Less.
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Singing aye aye, yippee yippee, I singing aye aye, yippee yippee, I singing aye aye, yippee aye, yippee.
Over to you now, Willie, with the words of Maisie Dotes and Dozy Dotes to the tune of There'll Be Bluebirds Over the White Cliffs of Dover.
Maisie Dotes and Dozy Dotes and little lambsy Divey a kiddly Divey too, wouldn't you? Yes, Maisie
Brings it all back, doesn't it? Graeme, now, will you sing the words of I've Got a Lovely Bunch of Coconuts to the tune of the theme from Swan Lake?
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are, standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. Give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Every ball you throw will make me rich. There stands me wife, the idol of me life, singing roll a ball, a ball, a penny, a peach. That's enough of that.
Barry, now, you're going to sing the words of Elvis's Love Me Tender to the theme tune from The Archers.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Do you think a jacuzzi's Bible, Caroline?
Right, with all to play for, we go on to a game called Close Quotes. I shall give you, each of you, the first half of a well-known saying or quotation, which I'd like you to complete. Points will be deducted for correct answers. Tim, you're going to start this one, flushed with success. Pride comes before
Pride comes before of lions.
Didn't understand that. Barry, here's yours. Blood is thicker than?
Caliber.
Graeme, now, if you want a thing done well...
Leave it in the microwave overnight. Very true.
Willie, if the mountain will not come to Muhammad...
They'll probably slap a fatwa on it.
I'd like to disassociate myself from that.
I wasn't even here.
Hey, Tim, here's another one for you. A swarm of bees in May is worth a load of hay, but a swarm in July...
Isn't.
Barry, will you complete Too Many Cooks?
On television.
Graeme, cleanliness is next to...
Impossible.
And finally, Willie, Rome was not built in...
Norway.
Anyway, I'll throw it open now. Anybody got any more?
One swallow does not make an orgy.
There's no smoke without flatulence.
Give a thief enough rope and he'll run off with it. When the cat's away, the mice will use the flap.
If you can't beat 'em, what's the point of teaching?
Okay, any more? Right. Now we have a round...
No fear,
Like Mrs. Bradley of 43 The Glebe Orpington.
Anyway, that's nearly all for this week. There's just time, I think, for a swift round of Ornithologist Film Club. Teams, I'd like you, please, to suggest some films likely to be popular with an audience of birdwatchers. And Barry, we're going to start with you.
The Outlaw Josie Quails. 9.5 Beaks.
The Forbidden Gannet. All Quiet on the Crested Grebe.
Dan Quayle in Cuckoo's Talking.
Sean Canary in License to Trill. Back to the Vulture. There's a gull in my soup.
Turn of the Screw.
Oh. The Maltese Ptarmigan.
Duck Tracy.
Moby Tit. Waders of the Lost Ark.
The Sound of E-Music.
Musical vein, Cole Porter's Anything Goose.
Another musical, The Merry Wigeon.
Pied Wagtails of the Unexpected.
Steve McQueen in Pull It.
Hudson Hawk. That was a real turkey.
Oh, What a Lovely Warbler. The Last of the Red Hot Plovers.
Nightjar on Elm Street. My Left Coot. And anything starring Joan Collins. Apparently she's seen a cockatoo.
Right, that's all we have time for. Join us again next time. From all of us here, goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith.